there's always something or a few things even that there's where is it at the last minute. But now I'm 27, I've done quite a lot of travelling, so I like to think I'm quite good at like packing, getting everything in perfectly, remembering everything, kind of going through a checklist. Not a real checklist, but like a mental checklist. And I'm normally pretty good. But normally I forget something important like my heart rate monitor or my watch or something which really bugs me. But I've got on top of those things. Mostly for training. Some people use it in racing, but I almost don't want to know. I go off how I feel when I race, so as long as everything feels okay, then I can go well. I don't. If I'm slightly off on that day, my heart rate might actually tell me that, so I wouldn't want to know. But in training, I use it every single day pretty much, especially when I'm at altitude, because it's almost a bit of a safety check in a way. Your heart rate is always going to go up a little bit when you're at altitude, or sometimes quite a lot. And if it stays quite high, then maybe you need to ease it off a little bit. So yeah, all my steady stuff and my big tempos, I use it, and I know where my threshold should be. I know nowadays it should be pretty low, and I know I'm pretty fit. When I was when I first moved up to Leeds and kind of started doing athletics professionally, as I like to think, it was about 2009. And so, yeah, I used a heart rate monitor maybe in a physiology test or something like that. And they were around, and GPS watches were just starting to come in. And now it's like the complete opposite. It's like if you don't have these things, you're not a real athlete. And I think sometimes people forget that just go out and do the training. All these gadgets and gizmos are gonna help you to a small point. But I'm at that point now where I want to know my heart rate every single day. I want to see how it changes, or whether I'm going through a big tempo and my heart rate's nice and low before a championships. That's a great indicator to me. But yeah, if you can use these things correctly, then they're a great tool. I kind of really enjoy the side of it where uploading all my stuff onto kind of our training logs and stuff like that. That's really simple and easy. But sometimes I'm like, actually, I don't need the world to see how I'm training, because I don't want to give too much away. It still hasn't sunk in. I've said that in every interview, I think, but it's the truth, and it's just been like a dream that was a dream that's suddenly become reality. But now there's pressure. Now I've got to go and perform again, and in London, it's going to be incredible with the crowds and that location. So if I can do what I did in Rio, then imagine what I can do with a home crowd. But I've tried to replicate kind of last year with this year with a few tweaks. Added a bit more altitude training in this January. We're in South Africa, so we'll see how I come off that this weekend and the next few races, and hopefully it might even push me up a level.
This is when all the training is pushed out. And you got a record record to check the $2,500
Tom looks like he's going to break the record. Come on, Tom!
Tom Bosworth.
So Tom, that was fun.
Yes, that was great fun. Probably the best race I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
Over the Olympics?
Over the Olympics.
Because?
Home crowd wins every time. The Olympics was amazing, but when you're winning, not for a record like that, and you've got that many people behind you. Imagine what it's going to be like in London in August with thousands more. It's just going to be incredible. Get me there now.
And race walking, you don't usually get that reaction, I would presume. You're bigging it up. You're like really making everyone sit up and take notice by what you're doing.
That's the aim. I love obviously all the success for me. It's an individual sport, and I'm putting in the miles, and my coaches, we're tweaking everything perfectly, it seems, and so we've got a great teamwork there. But over last few years, the national championships, crowds have really got behind me, and records seem to go almost every single time, and that is purely down to the crowds and them getting involved in race walking and seeing it more than just a moment to go to the toilet or go get their own.
And I also loved it when, the second to last lap, I thought, I'm sure he just went like this to get the crowd going. But sure enough, he did it. Do you think you could have gone quicker if you weren't going like this?
People say that to me now a few times, but no, the adrenaline is incredible and the reaction of the crowd is just brilliant. And yeah, I owe today's big record to them. The hard work has been done, and there's way more to come, but those guys make it really special.
It was brilliant. I was standing up at the end.
Can
you hear the commentator as you're going around? Because you can, he was sort of saying, you're on track, and oh no, you're a bit behind, and things like that. I was thinking, and you're still, we were talking about whether you were good at your digital gadgets and things like that, and you weren't looking at your watch, but can you hear the commentator?
I can, and I'm sure towards the end he was just winding me up, saying I've only got a second or two, because there's about 20 seconds off or something. You joked with the guys yesterday, was it going to be 28 seconds off the 5K? I said, no chance. Hey, it weren't far off. That's ridiculous. I was never going to propose on race day. It was my race day. I didn't want any distractions, that's for sure. I hadn't worked all my life basically to get to this one moment and ruin it because I was too nervous because I wanted to propose over compete at the Olympic Games. So even if I got on the podium, that was kind of a moment that's very personal to me, my friends and family of course as well, and my coach, and I wanted it to be about that. And then later on I knew I wanted to make the Olympics for me and Harry, a personal thing, because at championships you can always be on the outside, your family and friends trying to get in, trying to get a little bit of a taste of it. And now me and Harry have got something to share for the rest of our life from the Olympic Games as well as race day. It had been planned for about a year or so because Harry was quite specific about what ring he would like.
Oh, so, nice. High maintenance.
Yes. Kill me for saying that. But yeah, he wanted this specific ring, and so I made sure that the shop in Heathrow Airport had it in. So I literally bought it on the way out to Brazil. I came down from altitude and bought it in Heathrow, and then jumped on the plane to Brazil and kept it in the Team GB safe.
Oh,
so there was loads of proposals, which was great.
I only saw 4.
I think you were about 4 or 5, something like that. Nowadays, it's growing. It's getting easier and easier. If you kind of just head down to your local athletics club, you'll be surprised how many clubs have a walking coach group, or might know another club close by that do. And my coach Andy Drake is in charge of kind of really building that coach network and not only getting more coaches involved, but raising the current coaches we have to the next level to kind of come and create more and more higher level walkers. Yeah, I started athletics when I was 11 in 2001.
Okay.
Wow, yeah, it does seem like a long time ago now. So joined Tunbridge Athletics Club because my sister was there as well.
Yeah.
Tried my hand at all sorts of events, including the walks. When I was about 12, actually, I tried walking for the first time and wasn't any good at it. Well, I wasn't any good at anything, so I just enjoyed it, and I enjoyed running, and I enjoyed kind of being part of Tunbridge Athletics Club. So from there, I just kind of kept doing it because I enjoyed it. I had a great coach, Peter Selby. He was fantastic. He just encourages more and more kids to give it a go and race, and he encourages them whatever level they're at, and how good or bad or how much progression they've made over the last few years. He doesn't care. He's always there to support, and somehow I'm an Olympian now, and it doesn't make sense to me. Someone who just did it for a bit of fun.
Brilliant.